Repeat after me. I am success. So yeah, man, I've been getting a lot of DMs. People have been asking me, hey man, when the next video coming out? When the next video coming out? Sorry guys, I've been crazy busy. I was on Clubhouse last night. For all you guys that do not have the Clubhouse app, make sure you get it. I was dropping some gems. We had another guy that was dropping some knowledge as well. Shout out to Emmanuel for inviting me. I would invite you if I could, but all of my invites are out. Sorry, they only give you so many. It's like an exclusive club. But let's get into this video. So for this video, I believe that there's two types of people. You have complainers, then you have competitors. And what I mean by competitors is people who compete. So basically people who are competitive. It's a personality trait that I feel like if you want to be successful, you must have. For example, Kobe Bryant was a competitor. Michael Jordan, competitor. Anybody that you know who is successful was a competitor. Anybody that you know that is not successful was a complainer. What a complainer is, they make excuses, they sit around, they complain. They use a lot of their energy for negativity instead of positivity. So instead of turning that negative energy into something that can be useful, they just sit around and gossip and complain. For example, most of the complainers complain about the people who compete. If you are a high achiever, right, and you make things happen, right, you make a lot of money, what a complainer would do is they'll be like, oh, that person's cocky, that person's arrogant, or that person do too much, or that person always doing this, or that person always... A person who complains, and this is how you can tell who a complainer is, they always complain about people who are doing better than them. So if they see somebody with a private jet, they're gonna complain. They see somebody with a helicopter, they're gonna complain. They're gonna make up rumors, they're gonna say things like, oh, that person is cocky, or that person's a shark, or that person's this, that person's that. That's what a complainer would do. A competer will use that negative energy. Instead of complaining, they will try to compete. Oh, that person got a jet? Well, let me get a jet. Oh, that person got this? Why can't I get this? Oh, that person got a yacht? Let me get a yacht. You get what I'm trying to say? Which one are you? Are you a complainer or are you a competitor? What I hope is, the people that's watching this channel, I hope that more of you guys actually become competitors or competitors. Or however you want to say it, right? Maybe I just made up a new word. Who cares? However you want to say it, I hope most of you guys become that. I hope you use that energy that you may have used for gossip, that you may have used to complain about somebody else. I want you to use that energy and I want you to begin to compete. And what I mean by compete is if somebody is the top performer in your company, I want you to start trying to outperform them. Whatever they do, I want you to start trying to do it better, more efficiently. Whether they're good at winning over managers, they're good with people, they're good, they're friendly, everybody likes, I want you to become that person. Because what most people do, they see that person and they see that person's success, and instead of trying to compete with that person, they complain. And in my opinion, those are only two types of people, especially when it comes to success. But which one are you? Like real talk, which one are you? Are you the complainer or are you the competitor? Leave it in the comment section. Are you a complainer or are you a competitor? And be honest, you know what I mean? Because you can always change yourself. I took a DISC assessment test. I read through most of it through a PDF, and it was saying that as long as you know what you are, you can always change. But it will take time and it will take discipline. And it's the same thing if you are a complainer, because I used to be a complainer. I used to sit around and complain, you know, when I was younger about why I wasn't getting things and why certain things weren't happening to me and for me. But what was happening was I lacked skill to make things happen, right? And so instead, now what I do is if I ever catch myself complaining, I look in the mirror and be like, okay, how can I get better in that area? How can I have better people skills? How can I make more sales? How can I make more money? How can I take my game to the next level? How can I buy a jet? You know, how can I buy my mom a house? How can I, you know, take my family on extravagant trips? You know, instead of complaining about not being able to do something, I use that energy and I try to figure out how I can do something. Like, it takes energy to sit around and complain. I don't think you guys know that. It takes time and energy for you to sit around, gossip, and complain and whine. Time, energy. Like, what I try to do is I try to distance myself from complainers. And you can always tell who a complainer is, right? You can tell how they talk, you can tell how they act, you can tell the words they say. A complainer would look at somebody like Kobe Bryant, and while they partying on the weekend, they be like, man, Kobe crazy, man. You would never catch me dead practicing on my jump shot on the weekend. Man, he crazy. Complainer. You hear stuff like that, those are the people you want to separate yourself from. But what you guys do is you guys befriend people like that. You go out to clubs with people like that. You have fun with people like that. And eventually, if you hang out with people like that long enough, they're going to bring you down in their trap. You should be around people who are uplifting, people who are doing bigger and better things than you. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. You surround yourself around people who are doing more than you, who don't complain, who get things done. You should look at them, you should admire them, and you should figure out, how can I get like them or better? I prefer the or better part, but that's how my mind works. And it's a healthy competition. It ain't like no competition like, okay, you made $2 million this year, I'm gonna make $3 million and I'm gonna laugh in your face. No, because now you back in the complainer role, you feel me? You're using your energy for negativity. Nah, you make $3 million and then you help him make $3 million. He might get to $5 million, he help you make $5 million. Whatever the case is, it's a never-ending cycle of surrounding yourself with people who want to help you, and when you become better, you return the favor. Because when I was nobody, you lent your hand out to me, but now that I'm somebody, I'm lending my hand out to you, and it's just a continuous growth cycle, right? But what ends up happening is most of you guys are stuck in a continuous cycle going the other way. The opposite of growth, failure. Complain. You basically just digging your grave deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Why me? Why this? Why that? Why does this always happen to me? Victims are always victims. If you ever listen to their language, they always victims. They've been victims their whole life. It's always a why me mentality. So I hope this video brought value to you. If it did, let me know in the comment section. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can get this knowledge each and every day. And make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you share this with your friends, because the last thing you want is to surround yourself with people who do not have the same mindset as you. It will do more harm in the long run than good in the short term. I promise you. So listen to me, man. And yeah, man, stay tuned. And for everybody who's watching this video, let me know who you are. Are you a complainer or a competitor or a competitor? Whatever the word is, leave it in the comment section. And hint for the money video. The money is higher than 4,000 and it is less than 10,000. Please keep guessing on the money video, because I haven't paid out that $200 yet and it's burning a hole in my pocket. Can't wait to throw this $200 at one of y'all. But with that being said, I'm out. Peace.